Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back. I am SimUK and thank you so much to everyone who's recently joined the channel in order to watch a little bit of fishing North Atlantic. Now every single episode that you've seen up until the last one have been in a critical analysis video. So basically, in order to review a game, I have to play the game, and whilst I'm playing the game, I make critical analysi of things that I see and how the game feels to me and any issues and bugs, etc. that I run into. And then I use that footage and the information that I've gathered there in order to create what I believe to be the most honest, fact-based critical reviews on YouTube. And that goes on our main channel, which is SimUK. This channel, SimUK Ultimate Realism, is very much the byproduct of that, I guess. This is the area where the gameplay lives, whereas all the reviews go on the main channel. So I'm really glad that everyone's joined me, but up until now it's all been about critical analysis. But the review is done, my work is over, so now I'm going to try and enjoy the game. However, I think we all know, and I did predict and I added it in my review, that the game is quite buggy at the moment, and there's a lot of features that I'd like to see that aren't in there. Now, by nature I'm an analyst, a critique, so when things annoy me and bug me, I will still mention them. It's just I'm not looking for them anymore, so I'm just trying to enjoy the game as much as I can. And this is a game that is definitely going to get better. Unfortunately, I get the impression that Mist Games really didn't like my critique of their game, even though everything I said was accurate and I had footage to back it up and prove it, and my prediction about the reviews on Steam appeared to be true as well. Now hopefully it will come full circle and my end prediction is about 80% positivity. So I'm really hoping that's the case, and if they just continue on the way that they're going, I'm sure they'll be able to do that, and they might even exceed that, because this is such a good game. There's no alternative, and if they do start adding things like wheel support, which they've penciled in, that's not confirmed, but they have agreed to look at it and it's supposed to be coming. So all these things could really boost the ratings, and I really hope they do. But Mist Games, I think I've upset them because they no longer reply to any of my emails. Now that might just be because the game has just released and they've got bugs all over the place and stressed people, giving them grief, and they are just inundated. But I do get the impression that they didn't like the way I approached the review for this game, which is a shame because I've been doing it the same way for years. I reviewed Fishing Barents Sea the same way, and I really hope that they take it in the correct light, which is constructive criticism. That's what it's intended as. But this now, from this point on, this is not going to be about constructive criticism, it's going to be about gameplay. And as you can see, we've got our ship in the background. Now I've lost a few episodes because I've had some issues with my new monitor, so we've jumped on a little bit. We've also encountered a few bugs along the way. If I just bring up the map here, I've just unlocked Yarmouth, sorry. Just unlocked Yarmouth. Now, if you know anything about this game, you know that that's where you start the game. So it should be unlocked by default. But somehow I ran into a bug and half of my ports that I just unlocked in the last episode locked themselves, including Yarmouth, which is the most surprising of all. So anyway, I've just re-unlocked Yarmouth and we've got, I can't remember what these are called now, but we've got these two to do again. So I'm going to try and focus on that. We've got $1.7 million in the bank, and during my fishing expeditions, you can see I've identified some areas where there are lobsters and such. Right, that is more than enough chit-chat at the beginning of an episode, so let's shut up and do some fishing. So at the moment, if we come back to the fish prices, you can see, where are we? We're in the middle of August. Lobster fishing, some of you guys suggested that when I dropped off my lobsters before, I got charged because it was out of season. Now that might very well be true. This is the most logical explanation I've had, and bearing in mind I've told the devs about this and they were like, well, we don't know how that happened. So I think that makes a lot of sense. Maybe they've coded that in and it didn't click in their heads that that's what it was when I said about it. You know, when you're under pressure you don't necessarily think straight. I know that very really, very regularly, in fact. Lobsters. Where does it say here? April to July every season. Now it says lobster is best caught from April to July every season. It doesn't say you're going to get fined if you do it out of that period. It just sort of suggests that you're not going to get a good haul. So that's fine. If that's the case, then I'm happy with that. We're quite happy. But that means we're not going to be doing any lobster fishing until next year. So, I mean, that's a bit of a shame because I really wanted to get into that and try it out. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it quite clearly that indicates that more information is required in the wiki. Because if I read the wiki and I'm still not sure about what the situation is with lobsters, then, you know, you need to check. You need to add more detail there for people. And, you know, I've been out fishing and I have discovered all of these hotspots for lobsters. And we're talking a lot of lobsters. Unfortunately, you can't see that footage. But, yeah, there are some out there. Do not think there's not. So we'll probably have a go at that at some point. But not today. Not today. Today, we are trying to earn some cash. So, let's just check we've got everything in place. Maintenance. Fuel tank is fuel. Fuel tank is fuel. Fuel tank is full, even. And crew on board. We've only got 3 people on board, which is weird, because I definitely had 4 last night when I saved it. And now I've only got 3, which is fine. I mean, it's kind of realistic that people leave and don't necessarily tell you that they're not coming back. That is kind of realistic. But maybe there just needs to be some alert to say, oh, such and such and such and such decided they didn't want to be on your boat anymore. You go, oh, that's a shame. And that would be good. That's an addition I'd like to see in the game, to be honest with you. So let's have a look at upgrades. So the engine, have we got yes, we've got the maximum engine. And that's in... Oh gosh, I nearly put the old engine in. This system I don't like at all. That needs to change. It's just confusing. Fish quota, no, we're not going to do anything with that. Fish sonar. I'm going to upgrade this. That's one thing I am going to do. So that's done. We'll see how much better that is. Gutting, we're not doing that kind of fishing. We're going to do some deep lining today. Are we going to do some deep lining? Actually, let's just check the prices again. You can see the price of lobster is quite high. It's almost as high as tuna, in fact. But tuna's a lot... at the moment, it's tuna we want. So let's go do some deep lining on tuna. Because tuna's much easier to catch than lobsters, definitely. So let's go fishing gear. Let's bait the deep lines. And you can see that herring is the chosen nibble for tuna fish. So we're going to go and bait everything with herring. Cha-ting! And last night when I was out fishing, I actually discovered, or sort of came across, a bunch of crazy tuna just hanging out in the bay. But we're going to go and take a look and see if we can't find them today. So apologies for the clickiness of this. The gear up and gear down thing that I used to change my direction. It is loud, I know. Not much I can do about it. It's quite late at night. We should have 40 lines on board. Yeah, there we go, 40 there. You can see it's all maxed out right to the very top. We've got one person ready to start hauling in already, so I think I should probably tell him to go back to bed. If I could even see the flipping the telephone that was. Okay, so right, we're going to do this. Oh my god! And then we're going to turn the autopilot on. And I'm going to boost the autopilot speed. We're going to hope that that boat isn't heading in the exact same direction that we're trying to go. So autopilot cannot go above 12 knots. Yeah, perilously close to that boat. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, come on, stop getting stuck. So yeah, 12 knots is the fastest we can go on autopilot, which is okay. I would prefer a little bit of extra speed. it's alright. Just remember that I can do this on my steering wheel, which means I don't have to lean forward and block the camera. So, 40 lines, all baited with herring. We should have a big fat tuna haul at the end of this, but we shall see. We shall see. So yeah, just sit back, relax. Oh, I can see some, I think, tuna swimming there. So this is looking very promising. Last night I came out pretty much in the same area, did some swordfish fishing, and we had mixed results. I think I earned about $900,000 at the end of the day, but I was expecting a lot more, because I took a very small catch in and got $500,000. But then I went out and did 40 lines and expected 4 times as much, and ended up with about the same. So the fish prices must have dramatically dropped after I sold my first load, which is a real pain, but a great feature to the game. I just wish it was possible to radio into the ports and see what the prices were. I think that would be great, you know, because if the port that's furthest away from you was buying fish at an incredible price, and the port that was nearest to you was buying fish at a mediocre price, then you might be inclined to go the very, very extra long way round to make the extra cash. But hey, swordfish! But you'd have to make that decision on the fly, and I just think radioing in is the perfect way to do it. Adds to the immersion, it's something extra to do, it really adds a bit of spice to the game, something I'd love to see. But at the moment they're working on stability and bug fixing, which I can understand, having just released the game. Functionality and extra features can all be added at a later time. But yeah, just sit back, relax, we're going to drop all these lines in. Probably won't talk quite so much during my Let's Play, because I'm actually trying to play and enjoy the game myself. So I'm not a particularly good entertainer. I'm really not. I don't pretend to be, don't profess to be. I play the game and I share my gameplay footage with you. And if you enjoy watching that, then brilliant. I'd love to see whales as well. I swear I haven't been drinking this morning, but I sound like I have. I would love to see some whales. Not very often, quite rarely in fact. Just a whale popping up, splashing his tail maybe, or even just bobbing his head up, nothing too serious. That would be cool. That would be cool. And I'm really interested, what extra things would you like to see in this game? And if you've got the game, if you're playing it, I'm not interested in the bugs that you're experiencing, because I know there are a lot. There's no point talking about that anymore. They're trying to fix them. They will fix them all. They just need time, that's all. But I'm just interested in how your gameplay has been. Have you been enjoying it? Is it good fun? Is it everything you hoped it would be? And like I say, if you have any good ideas or suggestions for improvements to the game, then let me know about them as well, because if the devs do start talking to me again, then I will be passing this information on. And at the moment I think they're just overloaded, so I can understand why they might be focused on other things. How we doing? We're about halfway. Takes a long time to drop off 40 lines. I did it yesterday. Oh, good lord. We've arrived at our final waypoint already. Look at this. Oh, okay then. I must be going super slow today. We've got footsteps. Pretty sure that's new. Okay. Get the autopilot back on. And continue chucking these things in the water. So we're going to go pretty deep this time. We don't normally go this deep. If we want to catch big tuna, then maybe this is the way to do it. So the idea is SimUK Ultimate Realism is a channel dedicated to gameplay. Gameplay that is attempting to be as realistic as possible, to to be ultimately realistic. And what we do is we basically, well, I basically try and upload one gameplay video per week, per series. So if I'm playing this game, I'm hoping to upload one episode every week on the same day. So if you guys are interested in following along and watching that, I'd love to have you come and watch. And by all means, correct me when I'm wrong, guide me when you think I need guidance, and yeah, just sort of join in, relax, get as involved as you want or don't. It's entirely up to you. But this is the kind of chill out, relaxing game that I just want to be able to chill out and relax with, and hopefully you can do the same. Now, uploading one video a week, I'm not going to be making super duper mega progress, but I will do my best. I will do my best to just experiment and just have fun and do what we can. I'm very keen to get round the clock to next year, so that we can do some lobster fishing, and crabbing as well. I've already started looking at what boat I'm going to buy next. And I discovered a few little boats the other day. Oh, and somebody sent me a message this morning telling me to go check out a little river somewhere. So I'm going to do that today, if I remember. How many have we got left? Well, not many. Okay. So we'll drop these off and we'll go take a look, I guess. Now, I don't know why he's telling me to go down there. I'm assuming there's something to discover. I hope it isn't a game-breaking bug, because he'll be totally screwing up my game if that's why. I have no idea why he's asked me to go down and have a look there, but we'll go and have a look and see what he's so excited about. I'm rather hoping it's a ship. It may be one that I've already discovered, I don't know. Go and have a look, see. 6 to go. Last 2. Okay, here we go. That didn't take too long, did it, guys? Prattled on pretty much the whole way through that, I think. My throat's nice and sore now, as a result. Press R. R doesn't do anything. Cushy, right. Trying to walk with this steering wheel is quite tricky, I've got to say. Okay then. So that's 40 deep lines in. You can see how tight they are here. That's how tight I was meant to do them, and you can see how loose they are here. I obviously wasn't paying enough attention. Right, so where did he say? Ah, it was Lockport. That's bloody miles away. I don't want to go to Lockport. Maybe we'll come back round here. And we'll anchor up and wait until our lines are ready to come in, and then we'll sell them at Lockport. Let's try that. Wow, you can see the gap between the first one. That's epic. Right, okay. Oh, should have done this. So they've been in the water for 4 hours, so we'll skip 14 hours and see how they look. So that one's popped, and you can see on my super binoculars, most of them have popped. So that's awesome. Boat's still there. Let's get the crew ready and let's go sort it out. He's probably going to get tired. Hungry. So we'll give him something to eat. So what I've discovered is that 40 lines are too much for one person. So what we need, for 2 people, sorry. So what we need is, look at this. I've now got to click and remove 73 alerts. Isn't that ridiculous? They really need to employ a UI designer. they would have said, no, you can't do that. That's mental. That's just going to annoy people a lot. Okay, right, good. So, in case you're watching on mobile, I'll try and get in nice and close so you can see what's going on. And 9 knots is the fastest I've ever come in here to pick up a pot. So, bear that in mind for yourself. Right, good start. We've got some tuna. Now, I've got a mixture of employees here. I've got some very expensive ones and some very cheapy ones. And you can see how the tuna isn't coming in quite correctly. It's only on one of the hooks, and it should be perpendicular to the boat on both the hooks. They've kind of fixed the swordfish, and I'm sure we'll catch a couple of swordfish by accident. But you'll be able to watch that. Alrighty. 728 kilograms of fish. That's not a bad start. If you watched any of my earlier videos, you'll see that I was grabbing over 1,000 kilograms at the start. But I get the impression that they've reduced the amount of fish that you can catch slightly. Because I haven't been able to catch over 1,000 for a while now. Bearing in mind, I expect my AI crew to catch less. But even when I've done it manually, I did it manually last night to test the theory. Well, where's that boat going? He is tanking it, isn't he? Good lord, he's going at some rate of knots. Where's he going? He's obviously hauled in his pots and he's away. Oh, that was a bit fast. There we go, there's the swordfish. Watch how it comes on board. See how it's sideways, perpendicular? That looks so much better. But the tuna, they obviously haven't fixed the tuna yet. Because the tuna's still kind of... Well, I guess you could argue it was perpendicular that time, but the wrong way. Like, it needs to be the same way as the swordfish, I think. So, yeah, it looks a lot better. 740. That's not a bad little hit either. So I'm a little bit nervous about going to Lockport because I don't know what the fish prices are there. Again, coming back to how much I'd like to be able to use the radio in the game. Look, we got tuna swimming around whilst we're fishing for tuna. Man, what must be going through their heads? I don't know what a fish expletive is for a human being, but I'm sure they're using that term. Oh, that one was nearly right, wasn't it? That one looked sideways. 757. Would you look at this? We got tuna swimming around. I think they're getting right proper narky with us. Oh, that was a bit of crazy captaincy there. Right, this is going to be a good haul. I'm expecting over 1 million if it carries on like this. I might not go to Lockport. I don't know. Oh, okay, not so good. It's 508 kilograms. So we had a couple of really good ones and then a bad one. Now, if you look at the quality of the catch as they pull them in, that affects the quality of the fish that you catch, of course. I've seen them do perfect once, so I know for a fact that they do it. But literally once. That's the only time I've seen it. Good. Good. Good and a perfect should be 700 odd. 3 goods. So this should be an average. 700, let's hope. 893, that's awesome. We're having a very good haul right now. So this Ocean Runner is a fantastic boat. I absolutely adore it. I personally, I think it's probably the best all-rounder in the game. And its full capacity, which is 60,000 kilograms, you can see in the bottom right hand corner just above the map there. 40 lines is not enough to fill it. Technically, even if we were pulling in 1,000 kilograms for each deep line, it still wouldn't fill the boat. It would only be 40,000. So the last time I did last night when I did deep lining, 40 lines of deep line, we managed to get just under 30,000. Which earned us $990,000, I think, was the price that we got. I was expecting a lot more than that, but that's what we got. That's what we hauled. So we're right over the top of the tuna spot now. This is where I saw the tuna last time. We saw them swimming around a minute ago, so they've probably moved a little bit. Did we drop that one? I thought I saw it going under the boat. We just had a new bite. That's something I was trying to get to show you yesterday was... Oh yeah, they've all gone off now, look. Trying to show you yesterday was one of these deep line bites actually going off in real time. It's really tricky to catch them. I've seen it once. But the animation is brilliant. They've absolutely nailed it. It looks so realistic. This is going to be such a good game. It really is. And I hope they've got plans for DLC and stuff in the future, because I would really like for this to be a long-term, you know, like ETS, how SCS have been just improving and developing it for such a long time now, and it just gets better and better all the time. Maybe not as quickly as we would all like, or necessarily in the areas that we wanted, but I'd like to see MISC games. I'd like this to be the ETS2 of the ocean, if that makes sense. That's what I'd love this game to become long term. It's got, I mean, they're a talented team. They're only a small team, but my gosh. Hey, we got a perfect. Brilliant. Oh, let's see what this haul looks like. Ah, there would be a flipping swordfish in there, wouldn't there? One perfect, one good. Maybe we'll get over 1,000 kilograms for this. Let's hope so. One perfect and two good. What's the score? What? 612. Do you see what I mean? That's awful. That's awful, and we got a perfect and good. So what I discovered yesterday, whilst I was sort of testing all this out, was that the expensive crew, although they hit better targets like good and perfect, you don't see the results at the end of the day. So I'm not sure if that's a broken mechanic, or it's just that the mechanic is more complicated than I realise. I'm not sure what the situation is, but certainly when you get a perfect and two goods and you only come up with like 600k, that's not good. 3 goods, 826. Do you see what I mean? It's like, oh, that doesn't make any sense at all. How do we get more with a less good retrieval? That doesn't make sense. But anyway, we're quarter of the way through, guys. So if you can put up with this for another hour, probably, then that's great. But I don't know, maybe I should just put some music on and let you enjoy the visuals, the visual effect of what we're doing today. And I'll just prattle on if there's something interesting to talk about, instead of just prattling on, period, which is kind of what I've been doing thus far. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys, because I don't really make a lot of Let's Play videos anymore. I don't really know what you guys would like to see. Do you want to see stuff in real time? Do you want me to cut scene? Do you want me to skip to the highlights? What would you rather see? And whatever the majority want is probably what I'll do. So yeah, just give me your thoughts and feedback. But for this one, I'm just going to be quiet for a bit and just fish on, guys. So enjoy the fishing. $922, bloody hell. I couldn't let that go without mentioning it. Whew. It's more like it, chaps, keep it there. Perfect. Try a different camera angle out, see if it works for us. Maybe that way. It's going to be really difficult for me to see where the buoy is, but we'll have a go. Just so you get a different perspective, so you don't have to look at the same thing the whole time. Okay, they didn't grab that one. Oh man, that breaks the routine. Get into a rhythm. It didn't work that time. Back it up. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. I think we're pretty close to it. I don't know why they didn't grab it. Oh, they didn't bloody grab it again. We had like a full-on mutiny yesterday. They just walked off. They said, no, we're too tired, we're not doing it anymore. I was like, what? And at that time, when that happened, I only had 2 crew on board. That's how I know that 40 lines are too much for 2 people, because they just refused to work. So even though we were up against it, up against the clock, and we were trying to get back into port before the prices changed, they refused to work. So I had to put the anchor in, and yeah, I had to put the anchor in and just sit there for an hour whilst they all had a little kip and something to eat and all this kind of stuff. Which is why I now go out with 4 people, so that if 2 get tired, I can put another 2 on, and then we don't have to stop. Show must go on and all that. Oh, perfect! Blimey! Get in. Probably going to be about 600k, isn't it? 1 perfect, 1 good. What's this one going to be? Place your bets. Good again. That's what I was going to say. Good choice. Well done. 789. Not too bad. Nothing too special. See how nice and dark it is out here. One of my bugbears for the previous game was it was too light. Even when it was dark, you could see perfectly. Now, I can't see a bloody thing. Which is awesome. Exactly what I like to see. That being said, I would like the AI boats to be their working lights to be a little brighter so that I can spot them. Well, that's it, guys. Halfway through. Doing pretty well. 14,000 in the hole. That kind of suggests we're going to end up with less than half the boat full again. But so be it. Half a boatload was enough to earn us $1 million, or nearly $1 million, so it should be good. Oh, 984, look at that. It's a proper catch. I'm sure one of these is going to go over 1,000. Oh, another perfect. $8.23. I was just thinking, if we do get a pot that goes over 1,000 kilograms, we ought to remember the number of that pot, and then that pot can become our special pot, like the super pot. We always expect more from the super pot. I think this could be the super pot. I'm thinking 22. If 22 gets over 1,000 kilograms, guys, I want you all to type 22 into chat, even if you don't chat in videos. Or comment, sorry, not chat, this isn't a live stream. If this is over 1,000, I want 22 typed in all the way through, and then everyone will be like, what's 22 mean? You've got to watch it and find out. Come on, 22. Not looking very promising, is it? $845 though. That is not bad. Not special, not bad. See if we can do a low down and dirty view. That's quite a cool view. Get some good viewing angles there. Take the HUD off for a moment. I might even be able to get a screenshot. We go without the HUD for a while. We won't know what the haul are. But it looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? Beautiful sky, look. You'll notice the sky is out and everything is kind of lit up again, which suggests to me that the moon is out. Have a little look and see if the moon is here. There she is. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful moon. Stunning. Really, I mean, this game just looks absolutely gorgeous at times, doesn't it? So bloody impressive. Right, let's haul this one in. Have a look. 754, 854, 864. They all like the fours. Oh, perfect. Could this be it, guys? Could this be over 1,000 kilograms? Go on, perfect again. Damn it. 794. So all the fours, they always end in 4. Do you notice? Reminds me of Sydney from Carry On films. He always used to say "whoa," didn't he? Whoa. Look at that. Lovely bit of halibut. Whoa. Look at the tuna on that. You can understand why most fishermen are crazy, can't you? Actually, I've had a lot of real-life fishermen sort of chatting and commenting on the videos, which is really great. If there's one type of people that I really want to hear from, it's real fishermen, especially what ideas and enhancements they have for the development of the game long term. What do they feel is most important? I think a lot of them are quite happy, just especially those who are ex-fishermen, those who are retired from the trade. They just enjoy, because obviously they enjoyed their job back in the day, and it just sort of brings back good and bad memories, so I've heard, which is fantastic. It's that's exactly what a simulator is meant to do, and although this isn't quite a simulator, I think we'll all agree it's the groundwork is there. But yeah, a little bit more realism, I think, is the upshot from most people, most of these fishermen. Riptides and some complex suggestions that I didn't understand at all, using the certain type of jargon that only a fellow fisherman would comprehend. But yeah, all good ideas, and I'm sure Miss Games would be very interested to hear from you about what you'd like to see. And I am going to look actually on Gumtree or maybe Amazon for like a really cheap, nasty throttle. Just a real basic, no frills throttle just for this game, because I think it will add even more immersion, even more realism. Because having the wheel is fantastic. I will never go back to using the keyboard now. This is just brilliant, and I highly recommend you try it out if you've got a wheel and you know how to use Xbox 360 emulator. Oh, I'm going a bit fast. But we're good, we're good. These are professionals, they know what they're doing. So I think yesterday when I was playing, my double crew got tired with about 5 pots to haul. It was most infuriating. I was getting all excited about going back to port and earning 2 million. And then they went, oh no, we're too tired, we're not doing the last 5. I'm like, that's just 5. How tired must you be not to do the last 5? 893, that's a good haul. That's a good haul. I'm guaranteeing right now that I think it's possible to get over 1,000 kilograms. And I think we're going to do it today in this haul. There you go. Set the stage. All the men and women, even, merely players. Player. I'm a controller player. As a friend of mine keeps saying to me. Something to do with, what's that game? Not PUBG, the other one. Fortnite. Something to do with that. Everyone who uses a controller has auto aim, which sounds a little bit naughty. A little bit of a cheat. So it's a meme, apparently. If somebody beats you and you think they're cheating, you say, hey, I'm a controller player. Or something like that, I don't know. I'm a fisherman, what the hell do I know about Fortnite? Awful game. Can't stand it. Not for me. But, I tell you what, one thing I do like about Fortnite are the little dances that they do at the beginning. Really cool. My daughter absolutely loves them. She thinks they're brilliant. She's copied them all, she knows them all. She was trying to teach me how to do a couple at bedtime the other night. I was awful. Not to mention that her room isn't the biggest in the world, so I was accidentally punching a bed, and then I was punching the wardrobe. Pretty difficult to get your groove on when your knuckles are bleeding, that's what I've found. It's all good fun, isn't it? Trying to explain to an 8-year-old that Fortnite is it's not all about dancing, darling. It's not really a game for you. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Maybe when you're older. I want to play some fishing with Daddy. No, that's boring. I don't know. I think she might quite like this actually. If I sat her down and put her in front of the wheel, she'd enjoy it for 10-20 minutes at least. I put her on Dirt Rally a couple of weeks ago. I put Nanny on Dirt Rally and she loved it. The first lap Nanny did on Dirt Rally 2.0, it was like watching a granny go into the shop to buy some milk. She got out of second gear once, but I don't think it was on purpose. It was brilliant to watch. She actually really genuinely enjoyed it. And I said to her, next time you come down, I'll hook it up and get the old gear shifter and everything on. She's like, oh yeah. Well, there you go, see? Anybody can play. Anybody can play Sims. You don't have to be the best. You just have to enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, that's all good. We're nearly there, guys. Look at this. 5 to go. I bet you they're going to go, we're not doing anymore. We're too tired. We've listened to you prattle on for 35 pots. We're tired of you. We need to give our eardrums a break. Oh crap. Oh, I thought I'd messed that one up. Come on, boys. You got 5 attempts left to get over 1,000. Are you going to do it? Or are you going to let me down? I promised all these great people that you could do over 1,000 kilograms. You've got to do it. Come on. $8.21. It's better than I was expecting. Little bit of late night fishing, pulling in a tuna. Okay guys, here's a question for you. Let me know in comments. My favourite thing to eat is a tuna pasta bake. Delicious. Nobody else in my family likes it, so I very rarely get to eat it. But my goodness me, do I like it. Especially when you've got the right cheese on top. That's important. You can't just chuck any old cheese on there. No, 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 no. You need to get the right stuff. Got to be the right balance of mature. 8.21, that's good. But it's not 1,000, gentlemen. Come on. 3 chances left. So, yeah, I'm interested. What do you guys do with your tuna? I'm sure there's going to be a couple of tuna mayonnaise potato bake or baked potato. Another firm favourite of mine. Any of you guys out there ever heard of Spudulike? Basically a shop that made jacket potatoes. When I lived in Aldershot many years ago when I was a youngster, it was a treat. We used to go and have a baked potato for lunch and I absolutely loved it. 99 times out of 100 we were the only people in there and I've never seen a Spudulike anywhere else. But A, it's got a cool name. B, it had a cool logo for a kid. C, who doesn't like jacket potatoes? And I think from my mother's perspective, D, it was quite reasonably priced. 8.49, you're trying. They're trying to get over 1,000 kilos for you guys. Somebody type 1,000 kilos in chat, in comments. Maybe that'll give them the incentive that they need to do it. Come on, 2 pots left. Come on, over 1,000 kilos. Come on, you can do it. I'm nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm confident. I'm confident they can do it. This is the one. This is it. Oh, and then they went and got an OK. That's not what we wanted to see. $778. Some interesting facts for you, if you like. The biggest tuna ever recorded to be caught is bigger than the biggest swordfish that was ever caught. Female swordfish are bigger than male swordfish. And although you might think that a swordfish with that needle nose front end would be super duper mega fast, like up to 60 miles per hour or something crazy, some people believe, the reality is that neither the tuna or the swordfish are particularly fast in the water. I'm sure they're pretty darn fast. Obviously, being predators, you've got to catch your prey and things like that. But 1,000 kilos coming in, guys, on the last one. Brilliant. Well done. Awesome. Well done, guys. I'm so proud of you. You're both fired if it's less than 1,000 kilograms. Oh, well, we didn't like him anyway. Let's put him back to bed. There you go. Thomas is too tired to work. Well, that's good timing because you've just finished. So well done, chaps. A good day's work. What have we got? Oh, 30,954, so just over halfway. That's a pretty good result. I'm quite happy with that. Now, the annoying thing, I guess, with longlining as opposed to net fishing is that I can't stay out here and keep fishing till we're full. So maybe net fishing is a better alternative in these later months of the year. But as it stands, I don't think we'd be able to get well, I don't think we'd be able to get back to shore and back to the pots. No, we just wouldn't be able to do it. There's no way we'd be able to do it, unfortunately. We're never going to be able to fill up this boat using Deepline. It's got the capacity is just too much. So yeah, like I say, if we grab nets, you don't have to rebait nets, so you can just keep going. Same with lobster. Well, not the same with lobster, but lobster does have to be... Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Stop. But we've got things to discover. Do it. Let's do it. And we've got quite a shallow boat, so I think we'll be safe to go in the shallows here. He says, thinking, Ubayek. Ubayek, it's dark, I can't see a flipping thing. There's a boat there, look. I bet that's what we're discovering, yes? I think that's it. What is it? It looks like the Moby D, but I've already unlocked that, so it can't be that. What do we think it is, guys? Oh, I kind of half recognise it. Good Lord, how close do you have to get to these now? We got 30. Oh my God, my pedal's just getting further and further away from me. We got 30,000. Oh, is it that? It is that. We got 30,000 kilograms of fish on board. I do not want to run aground. Why is that not firing? Because you've got to be in this view. How annoying. Well, whatever that is that we've just discovered. Yeah, that definitely disappeared, so that was what we were trying to discover. It says we can buy it at Dennis Point, and I think we discovered both at the same time there, didn't we? Yeah, so it unlocked both at the same time. Fine, that's all good. Now, over here, this is where he wanted me to come, this guy. Sorry, I've forgotten your name. I apologise. Oh, there's another little one here, look. We've just found the charset. Oh, see, those messages, A, they overwrite each other. B, they don't stay there long enough. That's two more things we've unlocked that I don't know. But still not the one he wanted me to go and look at. The one he wanted me to look at is over here. I'm sure he said this one. Daytime. Go have a look. Just hope and pray that our fish doesn't go rotten in the time it takes me to go down here and have a look. It better be something bloody interesting. It better be the right one. If I've picked the wrong one, I'm going to feel like a right prune. What is down here that he was so excited to see me investigate it? What was it? What was it, man? Tell me. My close the HUD button appears to be not working today, which is annoying. Definitely not working. Okay. So yeah, this nice little channel. Actually, let's have a little look inside. Oh, it's quite deep here, you know. I think this could be a great little spot for fishing. I don't see any lobsters. I don't see many fish, actually, truth be told. Oh, but look at that. Look at that massive dent in the ground. There's a fair few fish there. We definitely could do something with that, I'm sure. Okay, look, it's been a long episode. I'm just going to hot tail it down here if that's okay with everyone. What am I supposed to be seeing? I don't see anything of interest. Where's my phone? Let's have a look. I'll carry on down this side for a little bit. Oh, hang on. Okay, I'm being a complete doofus. I am sorry. He said east, which is these two. I tell you what. Let's go to port and get rid of our fish, and then we'll go have a look. We'll wrap up the episode by going to have a look. Oops. Okay. So I don't know what the prices are going to be like here. They were 32 per kilogram at Yarmouth, if that's what it's called. Can't remember. So fingers crossed we should get something in the region of the same price here. No guarantees, of course. Rather dependent on demand, I guess. Supply and demand. Alrighty, where's my button? There it is. Would you like to sell your fish at Lockport? Yes, I would. Unflipping believable. So here, the swordfish price is up and the tuna fish prices are down. So, yeah, that's, I mean, that's like half price, isn't it? We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. We're not doing that. Not happening. I bet you the price of tuna at all the ports has gone down. I bet it's not just here. But let's see if we can go and discover this little thing that he was telling me about. But we're not selling our fish here. 620,000 is very, very, you know, it's a nice bit of cash. But, oh, actually, whilst we're here. Let's see if we got any new boats. No. Look at the dock, look at the shipyard, what's available. We've still only got the snare set. Okay, that's fine. Oh, oh, oh. Reverse. Maximum reverse. Must have been close. That must have been very close. Eskimo kissing the port there, I think we were. Right, let's hot tail it over here. Oh. Knew it would be. Gonna be tight. Oh, it's gonna be tight. I can't move the mouse whilst I'm using the steering wheel. That's one downside of using the steering wheel this way, just so you know. That is something you'll have to deal with. Okay, right. Let's do this. Oh gosh, I hope we're not losing fish at this rate. It's taking me a long time. Ah! Here! I think this must be it. Alright. What was it? Nova Scotia! The Nova Scotia is now available at... Oh, nice! Thank you for that little heads up. Alright, let's go have a look at the Nova Scotia. This might be the boat we buy next, depending on how much it is. 65 million! Yeah. Okay, well, it's going to take a little while. How are we doing here? How are we doing here? So we're going to go have a look at this boat, and then we're going to go the Nova Scotia. I'm pretty sure that's from Fishing Barents Sea, is it not? It certainly rings a bell. I've got a boat in my mind's eye. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I definitely want to get hold of it, but we'll see, We've unlocked a lot of boats today. Just the first one we're actually going to get to look at. No, we're not selling our fish here, not at those prices. 16.89, I ask you. So, shipyard available, the Nova Scotia. Oh yes, this is I'm pretty sure from Fishing Barents Sea. The crabbing boat, 8 million, a little bit out of our price range. But we're working our way towards it. We're getting there. Right. Thank you for that snippet, that advice to go and have a look there. Much appreciated. So we've got it down, and yes, we are ticking off all these discoveries little by little, one at a time. See if I can do this. Sometimes I get this right. Sometimes, most of the time I don't, but sometimes I do. Excuse me. Now that's a long way to go back to port, isn't it? That's Dennis Point. We stop in at Dennis Point and see if they've got some decent prices. You never know, do you? Oh, I did it. Hey! Check me out. Super duper skills. What port is that? Lunenburg. As an Arsenal supporter, I'm quite fond of Lunenburg because of Freddie, obviously. Bit of a farcical reason to like a port. God, look at that. It's a whole day's gone by. How much fish have we wasted by doing this? That says we've still got 30,954 on board. Let's get into port and check it out. What is that noise? Yes. Look, the price of tuna has just dropped through the floor. It's even less here. I'm not happy about that. All right. So I think we're gonna take a loss today. It's not going to end on a high note, which is a real shame. It's frustrating because before I left Yarmouth, I checked the prices and they were good. Like I say, they were 32. Oh no, go this way, this way, this way. $32 per kilogram. And at the moment, I don't know if this is the same for you on your game, but every single port I go to seems to have the same prices, or very, very, very similar prices at the very least. And I don't think it's meant to be like that, so I'm curious whether you're experiencing the same issues that I am. Go. Let's hope that Yarmouth has a slightly better situation for us. 660 was the first one, 590 was the second one. It's probably going to be about 500,000, which is a massive, massive detraction from what it was meant to be. It's almost like the Fishmaster said, oh, $32 per kilogram for tuna fish, by the way, Mike, if you're interested. I said, oh yeah, I'll go get you some right now. And then he goes, right, bring the price of tuna down. Oh no, it's up. 35.80. That's over $1 million. Hurrah! What a fantastic finish to an episode. And it totally proves that the prices do fluctuate. But I still think we need to be able to radio in and just check that. So we got 2.6 million in the bank. I'm so glad I didn't ditch it at either of those other two ports. Job's a good one. Wicked stuff. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, hit the like button if you enjoyed today's episode. Join us again next week for another episode where we'll start heading towards, I don't know, give me some ideas. What would you like to see? Tell me what you're interested in and I'll try and accommodate you as best I can. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, goodbye.